Alright, so with my new idea, this beastie is what resulted. First though, I'll introduce my lovely assistant Sammy again.
Hi.
My little girl.
And he has a bonus this time for me.
And I have a bonus from her, yeah. She's going to be changing the value in this hopper, and you see I've got my measuring device. This contraption is really very simple. It is Fab Z64's binary converter. And I've got a little clock here. This clock is set to, I think, 30 ticks, 3 seconds. And every 3 seconds it sends out a very short pulse. And that pulse travels right through here. These are crossovers. Travels along at a delayed point, with a delay intentionally. And what it does is this device, every time you see it pulsing, that's when it sends out an update. Every 3 seconds it pulses. And what this does is it sends the entire binary signal out every 3 seconds. Go ahead and load that sucker up. So, 1, 2, 3, 4. And you notice the first pulse is a little longer. It's 4 quick pulses, but the first pulse is just a little longer because the first pulse is actually 2 pulses run together. So, my clock comes through, sends a pulse. That comes through and gets sent. Then after a very slight delay, 2 ticks, this circuit, this is the ones place, gets to send its pulse. Then after a 2-tick delay and a 2-tick delay, this has, again, a 2-tick delay, where it gets to send its pulse. And again, after 4 more ticks delay, this one sends its pulse. 4 more ticks, this one sends its pulse. So that signal gets transmitted as you see it. This is just for reference. It can be transmitted over any distance. However, the screen hasn't updated yet. It will as soon as I get here. You know, it was up all the time. You just couldn't see it. So on the flip side, you quickly will recognize this is just my reader. That's my interpreter back into signal strength. And there's my measuring device. But you see, if I say, Sammy, empty it out, she will go ahead and empty it out. And you'll notice that probably before she's even emptied it out, oh, see, she hadn't quite emptied it out when it sent the signal, and there we go. So if I say, fill it up with half, Sammy, she can put in half, and as soon as she starts putting stuff in, every 3 seconds, I get the new signal. And the signal comes through, and there, that's all she had put in. I meant put in 2 64 stacks and a 32 stack. That's all right, go ahead. I didn't mean put in a 32 stack, but that is a 32 stack. That gives you a signal strength of 2. And that's a very, very full hopper. And there we go. Oh, and now she's taking everything out of it. Oh, no, there we go. Whoops. Something seems to be glitching.
I took it all out.
You took it all out? Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
I didn't before.
She's taking it all out, and now it's empty. Alright, so how this works is pretty straightforward again. You'll notice my little latches here, making sure that these are not able to update except for a split second. For a split second they get to update, and you'll notice they pass from the left to the right as the signal comes in. 1, 2, 3, and then the fourth one over here. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then again, 1, 2, 3, 4. And that allows these little readers to update themselves only as their current value is being put in. So the pulses come in, they get split, and those pulses actually get sent to every single one. You notice this one. Fill it back up again, please.
All the way?
Yep. Fill it right back up. And you'll notice this pulses. There we go. There we go. So 1, 2, 3, 4 flashes, just like we saw transmitting. And the reason that happens, when that first pulse comes in, that first pulse, you'll notice it was even pulsing when it was empty. Well, the first pulse comes over here to this pulse extender. And what this prevents is the subsequent pulses, see the subsequent pulses, from going through and triggering the system again. Only the first pulse triggers the system, and then there's enough of a delay where this unit can't get re-triggered. It's trying right here to get re-triggered, but these are each holding the signal. That signal is held, sent into this little pulse rise, and then that's just to cut off the circuit. It gets transmitted through to every single one of them. Again, you notice 2-second delay, 2-second delay, 2-second delay. Same thing delay I put on sending, except for this last one. There's a bit of timing issue with it. And then these signals just get sent over, and basically what this does is it unlocks it just for a split second, just as its pulse comes in, and that tells it the signal strength is still 15, signal strength is still 15. And if Sammy empties it out, within 3 seconds, I should get empty. And there they all go dark, and there it is, empty. So, without my taking any action on this point, every 3 seconds I get a live signal strength measurement. And there it is. So, that's the end of this. This is the one that I think is the best. It's a little bit large. Let me get a nice aerial view for anyone who wants to try to rebuild it. It's very straightforward. And let me get a nice aerial view of the flip side for anyone who wants to rebuild that. You can see the clock, and you can see the pulse as it travels through. Very straightforward. And that piece right there is just his binary converter. So, Sammy wanted to build something in the last video, and while she was off building, this is her construction. She wanted me to show it. It's using the brand new redstone blocks, and she's loaded it up with pistons. What do you think, Sammy?
It's awesome.
You like it?
Yes.
It's very cool. And you notice all the pistons extend because those redstone blocks give off power.
Yes, I know.
Yep. So say goodbye, Sammy.
Bye.
Ah, her head's falling off.